Hello students, this is Abhishek Bhadoria. In this lecture we will discuss some problems on work energy principle. So this is the problem. Uh, Read the problem. A 30 Newton block is released from rest. It slides down a rough inclined plane having coefficient of friction is equal to 0.25. Determine the maximum compression of the spring. So this is the sketch which is given in the problem. So what is the equation for solving the problem which is based on work energy principle? The equation is the total work done by the different forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. So we have to find the initial kinetic energy, final kinetic energy, and then we will find the work done by the different forces, and we will after this we'll add all the work done by the different forces. We will put the value of initial kinetic energy, final kinetic energy, and then we will calculate the required parameter which is asked to find in the given problem. So first of all we'll draw the free body diagram. Okay, this 30 Newton block slides down the inclined plane. This position 1 indicates the initial position of the block and position 2 indicates the final position of the block. Okay, so this block slides down from position 1. That means this block slides down from rest. So it is at rest at position 1. So we can say the velocity at position 1 is 0. So we can say the velocity at position 1 is 0 since it starts from rest. So the initial value of kinetic energy will be equal to 0. Now this block slides down the inclined plane, and after covering 1.6 meter distance it will strike the spring and the string will be compressed. So let us assume x is the deformation. Okay, so the spring is deformed by x meters, and after this the block will occupy second position and the block will come to rest at second position. So if the block comes to rest at the second position, so that means the final value of kinetic energy will be 0 because the block comes to rest at position 2. Okay, so the total distance traveled by the block from position 1 to position 2 will be equal to 1.6 meters plus the x meters, that is the deformation of the spring. So the total distance covered by the block from position 1 to position 2, that means from the initial position to the final position, will be equal to 1.6 plus x, and the unit is meters. Okay, the angle of inclination is 30 degree. Okay, so we have already obtained the initial value of kinetic energy and the final value of kinetic energy. Okay, so both the kinetic energies are 0 because the velocity, we can say the initial value of velocity and the final value of velocity is 0. So let us find the work done by the different forces. So first of all we'll find the work by the weight force. So work by the weight force can be calculated by this expression, that is U is equal to mgh. Okay, here the final position occupied by the block is downward, or in other words we can say the displacement is downward, so we will take positive sign, so it is plus mgh. Okay, so the mg represents weight. So the value of weight is given in the problem, it is 30 newtons uh, multiplied by h. So we have to find h. What is h? H is the vertical displacement. So let us find the value of h. So in this basically if this is 30 degree, so this is also 30 degree. Okay, now this is the value of h. This we have to find. Okay, so this is the value of h. So let's find the value of h. How can we find this value? So apply the trigonometric relation. So I can say the sine 30 is equal to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So here perpendicular is h, the vertical displacement divided by the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is this 1.6 plus x. 1.6 plus x. Okay, so from this we can easily find the value of h. So h is equal to 1.6 plus x times sine 30. Okay, so in this way we can find this. So put the value of h here. Okay, so we can find the work done by the weight force. So we'll obtain the value of work done by the weight force as 24 plus 15x and mention the unit also. The unit is joule. Now let us find the work done by the frictional force. So work done by the frictional force is um, the frictional force, that is mu k into n multiplied by the displacement, and we will take the negative sign. Why? Because the frictional force always acts in the opposite direction to the direction of motion. The value of friction force is given, that is 0.25. The value of displacement is given. We know the value of displacement. It is the total distance traveled by the block from position 1 to position 2 is 1.6 plus x. This we have seen here. Total is 1.6 plus x. Now we have to find this n. What is n? N is the reaction. So the reaction is always perpendicular to the surface. So let us find the value of this reaction. So for this, draw the free body diagram. So we can say this is the weight will act in the downward direction. Okay, so resolve this. So we know this angle will be equal to the angle of inclination of the plane. So this is equal to 30 degree. Just resolve this. So this will be equal to w cos 30 and this will be w sin 30. This will be w sin 30. Okay, here the reaction will act, which will be perpendicular to this inclined surface. This reaction is n. So if we apply the condition of equilibrium, so we can say this n is equal to this w cos 30. Okay, so we will put the value here. N will be equal to w cos 30. So the value of w is this 30 newtons. So put the value. So in this way we can find the work by friction force. So we will get this value and mention the unit is joule. Now let us find the work done by the spring force. So the equation for determining work done by the spring force is this: half k times x1 square minus x2 square. Okay, where x1 is the initial deformation, that is deformation at position 1, so which is 0, and x2 is the final deformation. So at position 2 the deformation is x, so this will be the final deformation. Okay, we can see this. We can see this. When the block is at position 1, that is when at the initial position of the block the deformation is 0, and when the block occupies second position, that is when the block occupies final position, so the deformation is x. Okay, so put this value. The value of stiffness is given as 1 Newton per millimeter. So convert this in Newton per meter, so it will be 1000 Newton per meter. Okay, so put all the values here, the value of stiffness, the initial deformation, final deformation. So we can calculate work done by the spring force. Okay, and mention the unit. Of course the unit is joule. Now put all the values in the generalized equation, that is total work done by the different forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay, so the initial kinetic energy is 0, the final value of kinetic energy is 0. Now put the values of the weight by the different forces and take the addition. Okay, so finally we'll get one quadratic equation. So we have one equation, one unknown. Solve this equation so we can find the value of x. Okay, so the x is equal to 0.1737 meters. So this is the maximum compression of the spring. Okay, now let us solve second problem. Read the problem. A 20 kg slider block moves with negligible friction. Okay, up the inclined guide. Okay, that means the block is moving upward, so the motion is in upward direction. The attached spring has a stiffness of 500 Newton per meter. That means the uh, stiffness of the spring is given, the K value is given. Okay, it is 500 Newton per meter and is compressed by 0.1 meter in position A. That means in position A, that means at position 1, it is compressed by 0.1 meter, from where the slider block is released from rest. Okay, that means at position A, or I can say at position 1, it starts from rest, and if at position 1 it starts from rest, so we can say the velocity at position 1 will be equal to 0. Okay, so if at position 1 the velocity is 0, so we can say the initial value of kinetic energy will be 0 at position 1, or we can say the initial value of kinetic energy will be 0 since it starts from rest. Now we have to find the velocity of the block at position B. Okay, so we have to find the velocity of the block at position B. That means the velocity of the block at position 2. So let us assume the velocity at position B is V. So this we need to find. Okay, this sketch is given in the problem. So find the kinetic energy at position 2, that means the final value of kinetic energy. So this can be calculated by this expression half mv square. So half into m, the value of mass is 20, into v square. So we'll get 10 v square as the final value of kinetic energy. Now what is the equation for solving the problem, which is based on work energy principle? The total work done by the different forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. So we have already calculated initial value of kinetic energy, final value of kinetic energy. Let us calculate the work done by the different forces one by one, and after this we will feed all the value in the generalized equation of work energy principle for determining the required parameter. Okay, so first of all we will calculate work done by the applied force, and applied force is 300 Newton. We can see this is the applied force. So work done is equal to force multiplied by displacement in the direction of force. So force is 300 Newton and the displacement is 0.3. This is the displacement, 0.3. So take the multiplication. So we'll get the value of work done by the applied force. So we'll get this value, 90 joule. Okay. Now we'll calculate work done by the weight force. So work done by the weight force can be calculated by this equation, U is equal to minus mgh. Why we have taken negative sign here? Because the displacement is upward, or we can say the final position occupied by the block is upward. Okay, so we'll take the negative sign, right? So minus mgh, this equation we will use. The value of m we know, m is 20, value of g is 9.81. We have to find the value of h, that is vertical displacement. This we have to find. So let us find this value of h. So in this uh, first of all find this. So basically if this is 35 degrees, so this is also 35 degree. Okay, so let us take some other color. Okay, So this value we have to find. This is the value of H. Okay, so how can I find this H? Just apply the trigonometric relation. So I can say sine 35 is equal to perpendicular, that is the vertical displacement, divided by hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is what? And the hypotenuse is 0.3 meters. Okay, 0.3 meter. So from this we can find the value of H. So H is equal to 0.3 into sine 35. Okay, so basically so properly show the H. Okay, so I will again properly show the H. The value of H is like this only. Okay, this is the value of H. Okay, from position 1 to position 2, this is the value of H. Okay, and rest of the procedure is same. Okay, properly show the value of H. And we have already discussed how to find the value of H, that is the vertical displacement. Right, now put the value here. So we can find the work done by the weight force. So this is the value. Okay, the unit is joule. Now let us calculate the work done by the spring force. So this is the equation to determine the work done by the spring force, half k times x1 square minus x2 square. We know the value of stiffness. Stiffness is given as 500 Newton per meter. We have to find the value of x1 and x2, that is initial deformation and final deformation. So in the problem it is already given at position A, that means at position 1 the spring is compressed by 0.1 meter. So the initial deformation is 0.1 meter. Now this slider block occupies position 2. Okay, so the deformation is 0.3 meters when it occupies position 2. But for achieving this 0.3 meter deformation, the spring will recover its initial compression of 0.1 meter. So the final deformation at position 2 will be equal to this 0.3 meters minus this compression at the initial position, that is 0.1 meter. So finally final deformation will be equal to 0.3 meters minus 0.1 meter. So the final deformation value will be equal to 0.2 meters. Okay, this is the final value of deformation. So put all the values, we can find the work done by the spring force. So this is the work done by the spring force. Okay, now there is no need to calculate the work done by the frictional force. Why? Because the block slides up on a smooth surface. Okay, smooth surface is there, that means the friction is not there. So there is no need to calculate work done by the friction. Okay, because in the problem it is given the friction is negligible, that means it is a smooth surface. So put all these put all the values, that is the initial value of kinetic energy, final value of kinetic energy, and the addition of all the work done by the different forces. Put all these values, so you will get one equation. So one equation and one unknown. The only unknown is the velocity. You solve this, you will get the velocity of the slider block at position B will be equal to 2.207 meter per second. Okay. Now let us solve another problem. So read the problem. The sketch is given in the problem. A 25 kg steel collar is being raised from rest at position 1. Okay, that means this is the position 1, that is the initial position of the steel collar. Okay, so it is being raised from rest at position 1. That means at position 1 it is at rest. So we can say the velocity at position 1 will be 0. and if the velocity at position 1 is 0, so we can say the initial value of kinetic energy will be 0 since it starts from rest. Okay, now uh, this collar is being raised from rest at position 1 by a 400 Newton force applied as shown. Okay, this 400 Newton force is applied at 70 degree. Okay, the collar is guided by a smooth rod. Okay, so, the collar is guided by a smooth rod. That means there is no friction, so there is no need to calculate the work of a frictional force. And the spring whose free length is 0.3 meters. That means the free length of the spring is given. Now the collar is guided by the smooth rod and it will occupy position 2. So we have to find the speed of the collar as it reaches position 2. This we need to find. Okay, so let us assume the velocity at position 2 is v. This we need to find. Okay, now we have already calculated initial value of kinetic energy. Now calculate the final value of kinetic energy. This can be calculated by this expression half mv square. The mass of the steel collar is 25 kg, so half into 25 into v square. In this way we can calculate the final value of kinetic energy, that is the kinetic energy at position 2, and put the unit joule. Now let us calculate the work done by the different forces. So first of all, we'll calculate the work done by the applied force. The applied force is 400 newtons at 70 degree. So let us resolve this. If we resolve this, so one minute, let us resolve this. So if I resolve this, so this will be 400 cos 70 and this component will be 400 sin 70. Okay, so the work done by the applied force will be equal to this component of force, that is 400 sin 70 multiplied by the displacement, that is this one. So 400 sin 70 multiplied by 0.8. Why? Because work done by the applied force can be calculated by taking the product of force and the displacement in the direction of force. So in this way we can calculate this work done by the applied force. Okay, now let us calculate the work done by the spring force. So this is the equation for calculating work done by the spring force, where k is the stiffness, the value is given. The value is given as 300 Newton per meter, and x1 is the initial deformation and x2 is the final deformation. So let us calculate the initial deformation, that is the deformation at position 1. So the initial deformation, that is the deformation at position 1, can be calculated by taking the difference between spring length and the free length. So spring length at position 1 is 0.5 meter and the free length is given as 0.3 meter. So 0.5 meter minus 0.3 meter, so it is equal to 0.2 meter. So 0.2 meter will be this is 0.2 meter. Okay, 0.2 meter. This is 0.2 meter. Okay, not 0.2 meter. Okay, so now after this we have to calculate the deformation at the final position, or we can say the final deformation, or the deformation at position 2. So this can be calculated by the same way, that is the spring length minus free length, but we have to find the spring length when the collar occupies second position. So let's see, when the collar occupies position 2, Okay, so what will be the spring length? This is the spring length. So this spring length can be calculated by the Pythagoras theorem, because it is forming a right angled triangle. Okay, so this spring length will be equal to square root of 0.8 square plus 0.5 square. In this way we can find spring length, and the free length is given as 0.3 meters, so we will subtract this. Okay, so this is spring length, root of 0.5 square plus 0.8 square, so this is spring length minus free length, that is 0.3 meters. So in this way we can find the final value of deformation. So put all the values, we can find the work done by the spring force. Okay, and mention the unit. Of course it is joule. Now uh, let us calculate the work done by the weight force. So this is the equation for calculating work done by the weight force, that U is equal to minus mgh. So why we have taken negative sign? Because the displacement is upward, or another way we can say the position occupied, the final position occupied by the slider block is upward. So we will take negative sign. Okay. So put all the values. The value of mass is 25. The value of G is 9.81. The value of H is already given. The value of H is this. You can see the value of H is this. The vertical displacement is 0.8 meters. Okay, so put all the values. So we can calculate work done by the weight force. Now after calculating this, put all the values in the generalized equation of work energy principle. Okay, the initial value of kinetic energy is 0. The final value of kinetic energy was 12.5 V square, and put the value of work done by the different forces and take the addition of all the work done by the different forces. So we'll get one equation, one unknown. The only unknown is velocity. Just solve this. So we'll get the velocity of the collar in position 2 is equal to 1.97 meter per second. So this is how we can solve the problem. Thank you.